Hello, everybody. It is Jillian. I know it's a little dark in here because I'm like upstairs in the bird's nest, sort of. Uh, you can see my dog right there. She's just chilling out. Say hi, Sugar. Say hi, Sugar. I'm gonna be doing some waterfalls. Hey, Gloria, nice to see you. Um, yeah, she looks like a puppy. See, there she is. She's so cute. So, anyways, I have a quart here. I don't drink this every day, but I'm gonna down this. And so, if you're drinking like a cup a day, then every so often you double up. If you don't, if you're in maintenance status and you reversed all your issues, but why would you drink a quart? Well, because you're trying to clear the pipes. Not saying that my pipes are like backed up, but like Princess and the Pea, I know when there's stuff in my system and I want to release it or want to get it out. And so every so often, because I had a lot of, I would say, yeah, I had a lot of meat and highly mineralized foods. And so when I have a lot of highly mineralized foods and meats, I know that it takes longer for it to go through. Not saying my body couldn't eliminate it at some point, but this is where people get caught up. If you stop drinking the juice because it's nutrients, then you start accumulating poop over time. That's why you always will have the juice somewhere in your vicinity at some point, even if you're in maintenance status and you let like a month go by and you feel like, oh my God, because you know people get busy. And so let's say you're healed and sealed and now you're going on like, I don't know, like a month holiday or a month type of campaign. You know, it could be like a sales tour type of thing. And you're doing the minimal that you can to make sure you poop every day and that you're eating relatively clean. But you know, once you get home, you're going to have to do waterfalls and clear the pipes because of all the different adaptation. And with the weather changing and all that, you go through different adaptation type of upsets of homeostasis, and it does alter your system in some way. And so you always want to just be cognizant. And then I noticed that my lips were like a bit drier. Like, I'm not saying I'm dehydrated, but with the heat on and being indoors, and I do drink some soda, not a lot, but like I do take shots of it. I do drink some coffee and I do drink some water. But if I find myself getting thirsty, then I drink my juice and also drink water. And then if I feel like I need to do more, then my body will tell me what I need to do and I will do it. And so I don't do waterfalls every single day. If you guys are in a cycle where you feel you have to do like waterfalls or have to drink every single day, it means your body is still trying to heal. And if you are getting pains and then you drink the J juice and you don't get pains anymore, it means the body is trying to heal and you need to up your dosage. So that way you can actually take a break and not have any crazy things going on. Okay. But but yeah, I mean the juice it's acidic as well as nutrient filled micro and macronutrition, and it has electrolytes. And it has yeah, the pro hormones, which is micro and macronutrition. So this is where you take a journey through the cosmos because you can travel everywhere in the world, but you take yourself with you. And how many places, how many destinations, how many pretty places can you see until you actually change your biochemistry and see a whole new different world? Okay? And the world that's different is within you. So, yeah, I'm gonna drink my juice now. Getting ready, because remember, this is a workout. When you drink a bunch of J juice, it's a workout in your body, mind, and spirit. And also, too, just so you guys know, that when you have a low infant mortality rate, okay, when you have a low infant mortality rate in the population, you will have a high rate of disease. Okay, if you have a high infant mortality rate, you'll have a low rate of disease. So if we're going to be a low infant mortality rate with a high rate of disease, we better then take advantage of the insurance. And this is for you, Shannon Dudley. Is that your name? Shannon Elizabeth Dudley, who is still working on doing the protocol, maybe potentially, I think you would get tremendous benefit because I'm telling you, you only have one life. And if you wait until things get that bad, it's going to be harder to get the juice down. It's going to be that much harder. Okay? So if you live in a society where there's low infant mortality rate but a high rate of disease, take advantage of the insurance policy of cancer, disease, and chronic illness. Take advantage because you're not going to get this opportunity when things get that bad because you're going to be in so much pain because of the amount of trauma you allowed to be inflicted on your body dealing with cancer, disease, and chronic illness with the therapies that will not only double dip you in the traumas, but will triple dip you in the traumas because then you'll have trauma from the trauma from the trauma. And that's now you got to heal 4 times as much. Okay. So sometimes you just have to bite the bullet and just do it. So here we go. It's quite cold. I know, Shannon, you're probably still working on it. It's definitely a journey. It doesn't even taste that salty, actually. I definitely did put I did put the exact amount of salt, but this is really, it tastes very different right now. I definitely had a major healing process my last period. So I don't know. Biochemistry has definitely changed. So this tastes like water to me. It's like I'm thirsty. I feel like I'm thirsty. But also too, the temperature is changing. Yeah, look at my clothes there. See, those are all my sweaters because I have so many. I have drawer space, but they're very shallow drawer space. So you see those drawers are not very deep. Then I have drawers over there. There's my husband's drawers. Then I have drawers over here. They're not very deep. So it's like when you have a billion drawers, but they're so freaking shallow, then you have to stack all your sweaters on top of the dresser. Yeah, Shannon, that's awesome. You're definitely laughing right now because I chug like that and it's the same face. Good for you. Well, don't ever stop, my friend. Don't ever stop, Shannon. Okay, you remind me of an old friend from way back in San Jose. You have the same face as she does, and she's not doing the protocol, but you and her look so similar, and so whenever time I see you, you remind me of her, so it's kind of cool. She's a nice lady, but we kind of part ways. Just different, I would say, life paths, you know? All right, so here we go. I'm gonna drink the rest of this. Okay, so just remember, high infant mortality rates, low childhood disease, low infant mortality rates, high childhood disease, more incarceration, prison population, more crime, because you have people who are weak that were cured from death. But when you're cured from death, you take a hit in the body, mind, and spirit. And there's no telling how that's going to manifest in the population. Well, you already see it. Just look at Facebook. All right. And Shannon goes, I want nothing more than to be healthy and balanced. I want nothing more for you too, is for you to be balanced so that way we don't be long suffering. Okay. And also too, SIDS is basically SIDS, sudden infant death syndrome, is when you have an imbalance in your fatty acids because your body's made up of 4 things: fatty acids, amino acids, prohormones, and minerals. And SIDS, when you have an imbalance in your fatty acids, you're actually deficient. And when you're deficient in your fatty acids, that's not enough information to send off to the different cells of your body to keep you alive. And that's where SIDS comes in. But it's actually a gene that the system can try to switch. But when you switch genes and do gene editing, guess what? You have now disease instead of death. So you cure death, you get disease. So if you're strong enough for the cures, you're strong enough for the J juice. If you can survive death, you can do J juice. All right, I'm gonna drink the rest of this. And I feel like this was like nothing. My body just sucked this down like it was nothing. And this was the ferments that I had out for a while that I mixed and stirred, and then everything sunk to the bottom. And then all was left on the top was the clear stuff. Okay, so this is for PJ Kratz. To make it clear is to keep it out longer, mix and stir, and then all of the fermented pieces go sink to the bottom, and then all you're left at the top is your juice. So when you pour it, it's like this. Okay? So the longer you leave it out, the more fermented it becomes, the heavier it becomes, it sinks, and then you have the juice on the top. So these are the little clues that we can offer to each other when we do the juice. And you might as well ferment it longer anyways. Okay, so here we go. And mucus is an indicator that your body is now releasing any excess. And when you get a whole lot of mucus, you definitely have a whole lot of excess. Okay, and we don't have a lot of mucus. Your body is now utilizing the nutrients, the acids, the electrolytes, the minerals. Okay, so I don't even feel a temperature change. I don't feel chilly. I don't even feel. This is some crazy shit. This is actually very different. I'm drinking this, feeling very different. Like this is like drink. This is like basically going down like water. This is weird. I'm gonna keep drinking. And my husband is, just so you guys know, my husband picked up a bug because he was home. He's home the last couple days, feeling ill, and he's a baby when he feels ill. And right now the truck industry is kind of a little bit slow, so he's home and he's sleeping because he's tired, because he's trying to heal. And so I know I've been exposed to a virus, but I'm not gonna get sick. Okay? So you guys will be exposed to viruses out there, and you're not gonna react. Thanks to the J juice. All right, here we go. This is the last little bit, and then I'm done. And I had food. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the kicker. I had food. I just had some pizza. I had 3 pieces of pizza. I had about 10 pizza rolls, and then I had a half of a T-bone with some potatoes. And I'm drinking a quart of this. And I don't even feel like I'm full. I feel like that's weird. That's weird. My body is severely processing this stuff at a very efficient rate. Okay, so that's what I had today. That's the food that I had today. Now I am not sitting on doing the actual diet because I'm in maintenance status, so I can derive nutritional benefit from the food supply and not have any adverse reactions from any food. But those of you that are just starting the protocol should stay on the diet for the most part. But you will find that down the road you can reintroduce foods back in your diet and you won't have to play that discrimination game. And so, yeah, I had half a T-bone steak. I had a bunch of, I like potato, like what does he call it? The potato, mashed potatoes, and about 10 or 15 pizza rolls. And then 3 pieces of pizza, about a glass of soda, and some water. And now almost a whole quart of this. And guess what? My body will process it. That's what's available to you guys. You can eat whatever the hell you want, and you just keep drinking the J juice, and everything gets processed, and you'll take on the minerals, release the excess acid, release the excess minerals, excess nutrients, and then you're ready to go take on the world, and you have the energy for it. Okay. So there it goes. Wow. Wow. I have a little bit of water. But I felt my lips were becoming dry earlier today. And so how I quenched my thirst was I drank like a shot of my juice. And then I'm like, oh, I need to drink some water. I was drinking some soda too. I'm like, you know what? This is not quenching my thirst. I need to drink my juice. So I went and drank my juice and it quenched my thirst. And so I figured, you know what? I'm going to drink a quart of my juice because it is getting colder. We're heading into winter. It's still kind of fall, but we're heading into winter. And my dog is also feeling the change too. So every time she goes through an adaptation process, she itches more. And so she's been itching a little bit. So I know that there's going to be an adaptation change, and you have to support your body through the different changes in your environment. And so anytime there's a major temperature difference from one season to another, and even from one day to the next, depending upon if it's like 50 degrees one day and then 20 degrees the next day, even that 30-degree difference can make a difference in your immunity relative to your condition. So always drink the J juice to support the adaptation changes. Always. Okay? And your body will let you know. And you'll be so in tune with your body. That's what's so amazing is that the antennas around your body, the communication between your ass and your mouth, and then everywhere else is going to be that much sharper. All the RF, the radio frequency is going to be basically suppressed. Okay. And then you're going to actually hear the atmosphere. Okay. That's what's amazing is when you actually can hear the atmosphere, you can hear everything that's needed. And then you actually act accordingly. And then you put your focus on the things that make sense, and you heal yourself, and you heal the world around you by being that example. And then you are, you're home free. Okay. And this is when you start change. This is when you actually can see, I mean, you know what the specific measurable results are with me. With all these revelations, I'm getting more people in the group. The group I got like 5 or 6 new members. Okay. So that says a lot. Strangers coming out of the woodwork because they see my videos and they're like, oh man, she makes sense. Well, yeah. Okay. So how you know the juice is working is not just how you feel and certain symptoms disappear. Are you making a difference in your community? Because not only just you, it's also your family and your community. And so if there's a way in which you can measure your impact in your community, and that even depends upon what you focus on, and how many people actually stay on the juice and do the juice, okay, that's when you know you're really, really effective in healing the world and the people around you. Because first you have to heal yourself, and then it's who sees how healed you are that wants to get on the juice and stay on the juice. And they're not stuck in the conspiracy world. They're not stuck in the activism world. They're not stuck anymore because you're not stuck if you are that much of an impact to your friends and family. And I got strangers. So if you can get strangers to see how you are, my husband sees, how I am, but he'll figure it out. But yeah, if you can get people that you don't even know personally, but you just kind of know that they're just like friends, and they do the J juice, because you guys have friends that aren't like strangers, but they're like not like close friends or not family, and they stay on the J juice and they change the world. You know you made an impact. That's how you know. Those are the specific measurable results in the success of JJ. It's not just your little wins that you keep to yourself. What are you doing to change the world around you? And that's the whole point of J juice. That's why I don't get stuck in each individual story and stay stuck. Once I get you on the right path, you're on your own. I'll give you some support, but I'm on to the next person. Getting them all really just jazzed up and feeling supported and getting them in the right place. So that way they will have a place to safely ask questions, to vent, and they get the support. And then I don't have to go and get caught up in their own personal drama. I get you in, and then I'm on to the next. I get them in, I'm on to the next. I get them in, I'm on to the next. I'm on every single day telling you exactly where I'm going, what I'm doing as far as the J juice, where I'm at, I don't focus on too much of the distractions out there because it's all distraction. And that's how I stay focused in changing the world around me. If not, you'll get caught up in the Epstein drama. You'll get caught up in the Trump impeachments. You'll get caught up in the politics and then fall right back into the system again. And that's not where I want to go because we're trying to change the system, not perpetuate the system. Okay? So that's the whole point of J-Juice, is to change the world, not perpetuate the same stuff. All right, have a good day. Bye.